Hi everybody, welcome to the Actors Academy. Thank you all for tuning in today. So today we're going to be talking about more projects that you can audition for. So I made a video, I think it was 2 videos back, where I talked about other projects that you can audition for. Things that were open call, where you didn't have to have an agent. Now of course at some point you're going to want to have an agent. If you want to learn how to get an agent, I'm going to leave that video down in the description below. But some of you maybe don't want an agent yet, maybe you can't get an agent yet. You know, there's different factors that get involved. Maybe for whatever reason you want to do self-submissions. You want to be able to submit without having an agent. Well, we're going to be talking about some projects that are here today. We're going to be talking about 4 of them today. Now, of course, there's going to be tons more that you can audition for. These were just 4 that I thought you guys might be the most interested in. Again, we're going to be using the platform Backstage. Backstage is a great platform if you want to see these open submissions, because as you can see, I'm not going to be signed into this platform at all. It's completely public. Anybody can see this. You guys could have seen this morning. You guys could have seen it yesterday. You guys could have seen it in the last 2 weeks. So the first thing that we're going to be talking about today is it's going to be extra work. So one of the projects that we have, it's going to be Suicide Squad. It's going to be, DC, Warner Brothers. If you guys have seen, Suicide Squad is one of those big DC movies. They're looking for extras. They're looking for Latinos age 40 to 75, and they're filming in Atlanta, Georgia. Now this project, it's for extra work. So if you get booked on it, they'll pay you $150 for 8 hours of work. Now this is a project if you want to do extra work. Some of you may not be interested in extra work, and that's fine. We're going to be having more projects coming up in a second. But for those of you who are interested in extra work and you do want to be a part of big extra projects, because projects need extras. So you can either be an extra in a big project or you can be an extra in a small project. Well, if you're going to be an extra and you want to be an extra, you might as well be an extra in big projects. So this is one of them. This is one of those big superhero movies that most of you have probably heard of. The next one that we're going to it's going to be The Conjuring 3. Now this one is going to be paying you $80 for 8 hours of work. They're looking for female actresses from the age of 35 to 70, and this one they're also filming in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, some of you may be thinking, wait, do they only film in Atlanta, Georgia? Is that the place that they film? I thought they all film in LA. That's what most people think. LA costs a lot of money to film, so it's not the main place that people are always filming. That's why they go to many different locations. In terms of just being in Atlanta, Georgia, they just happen to be in Atlanta, Georgia. It's not the only place, but Atlanta, Georgia is a little bit cheaper to film, so that's where people will do their project. But there are projects, for example, you can't submit for these ones anymore, but there was, say, West Side Story that Steven Spielberg is directing. They were looking for extras for this project. This one is in New York. Now, does that mean New York is really cheap? No, it doesn't, but this project just happened to be in New York that they were looking for extras for it. There was another one that they were doing that Clint Eastwood was directing with Leonardo DiCaprio and Jonah Hill producing this project. But this one, again, was filming in Atlanta, Georgia. So it just depends. Sometimes, again, those 2 projects, though, you can't. The Clint Eastwood one and the Steven Spielberg, those ones are done. You can't submit for them anymore. So when these projects are available, you do want to submit for them relatively quickly, because they do have deadlines for how long these projects will be open for. For those of you who were able to get in the video I talked about 2 videos ago, there was a project called Box 28. It was a Warner Brothers production project. Now this one, though, they weren't looking for extras. They were looking for main characters to be in their movie, to be in this project. Now, if you wanted to be in this project, you had to submit for it early on, right around that time when I created the video, because I don't believe it's open now. They're only open for a limited amount of time for people to submit for this project. So these things do come quickly. They do sometimes have shorter times to submit for them. Sometimes they'll be a little longer. It just depends on the project. But for big ones, it's not going to be too long that it'll be open for. So the next one that we're going to have here, it's going to be for a commercial. So I had an Australian actor who emailed me the other day and was asking, well, I'm in Australia, can I book parts? How do I book parts? They wanted to be actors. There are a lot of projects to audition for in Australia. People think that the US is the only place to become an actor and act. No, you can act in many different places. There are films everywhere. There are TV shows everywhere. It's not just about being in the US in order to book these parts. The US, is it a hotspot for actors? Yeah, it's a hotspot, but it's not the only place if you want to become an actor, if you want to do well. Even if you want to get recognized, the US is not the only place to become an actor for that. So this project is an Australian commercial. They'll pay you $1,325. They're looking for child actors from the age of 6 to 11, as you can see on the screen here. They're going to be shooting in Australia. If you're interested in that, you're Australian, you want to be a part of it, you're young, this is an option that you have. The next one that we're going to be having, it's going to be a musical. So now this one, If you're a musical actor and you want to do musicals, you can use Backstage to submit for these projects, as you can see. And you can see the description of everything's going to be up here on the screen. They're going to be paying you $2,925, all right, if you get booked for this project. They're looking for actors for their principal roles. That means some of their significant roles, their main roles from the age of 21 to 60. That's a big age range of characters you can audition for if you want to do it, and it's going to be in Ohio. This is for theater work. So you can see there's a lot of different things you can do. A few days ago, there was a project you could audition for to be the main character in their movies. Well, this time you can find that there's projects to be extras in. There's projects to be in a commercial. There's projects to be in plays and musicals. Now, these are not the only projects. Remember, these are only 4 of them. There are a lot more that you can find. There's a lot more that you can audition for. These were ones that just stood out to me that I thought you guys might be the most interested in. Now, these projects, I'm going to be leaving the links all in the description below so you can find them. When you click on those links, you're going to find that there will also be more projects below those ones. So, hey, maybe you don't like one of the projects, but you're going to like one of the projects below it. It's up to you, but there's going to be multiple projects that you will find. Now, again, you guys can do this all yourself. This is just me trying to help you guys, giving you guys a little bit more information. So, thank you all for being here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can be up to date with everything. Give this video a thumbs up if it helped you. Share it with one of your friends if they're trying to get into acting and they're trying to find roles and they don't know how to audition and they don't know what to do. We'll share this video with them and hopefully it will help them find some projects. Also, I'm going to be leaving the 10-hour acting masterclass down in the description below. If you're interested in that, it'll be there. It takes 2 minutes to sign up. I'll also leave down the 10 resume templates for you guys as well. So thank you all for being here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.